Hello, this is Doreen. Welcome to this video, and today we're going to try to restore a vintage Rambler Coach bag. And this is leather, which was introduced back in 1986, so it's considered vintage. And this is a particular bag is made in Mexico. And so as you can see, more information. And to clean it, we will need a saddle soap. This you can buy online. It's a big can. We also have a soft horsehair brush. And then we would need Brasso to clean the brass. And here's the beautiful bag. And there's a little bit of wear. So it's a satchel style shaped bag. There's an outside slip pocket. And there's a little bit scratches here. And we have a turn lock opening to open this bag. It's made of brass as well. So I put a scarf inside to keep it in shape, and inside there's a slip pocket and a full length interior zippered pocket, as you can see. And outside that pocket you can it shows you information about when the bag was made, the creed. I think that's what they call it, the creed. So this bag was built in 1986, and it's very, very soft. And the inside, it's not too bad. So this bag is not really, it's in good condition. So only a few scratches, and then the edges of the strap has slight discoloration, but overall it's in great shape. So first we need to remove the strap, and later we're going to also clean the brass hardware using Brasso. So as you can see, we're going to just have it lying flat, and yeah, the strap on the edges, there's just a little show of tear. And so let's start cleaning the turn lock using a Q-tip. So we just use Brasso and just rub lightly and make sure that it doesn't touch the leather. So it'll take a while. As you can see, we remove a little bit of that dirt. And we do the same thing on the holes that you have on your strap. So I purchased this bag in Japan on our last trip in March. So it's the city of Osaka. We went to Authentic Experts. They have a store in Osaka. You can look it up on Google Map. And most of their bags there were higher end, and this was the only Coach leather that I saw. So, and yes, this little brush here, you can buy it on Amazon. It's horsehair, long brushed, and then we need a little bit of water as well. And this the saddle soap. So what we're going to do is we're going to clean it by section, and also we're going to use a leather CPR. All of this you can find in Amazon. So first we're going to do it by section. So we need to wet the little rounded brush with water and apply some saddle soap, and do it in a circular motion, section by section, and you will see that lather. And just make sure you cover all the leather surfaces. So it's best to do it by section. Once you're done with the chosen section, you can wipe it off with microfiber cloth. And this bag doesn't require a lot of work because it was well maintained, except for the little scratches. And then next, we're just gonna make sure to wipe out that excess saddle soap. Make sure to get all the saddle soap off the bag. As you can see now, the color, they warned that the color would get darker, because when I bought this, it was a little tan. But now that I've been cleaning it, it's got more of a dark chocolate color. So I'm just going to redo this portion, because I can see a little bit of scratch. So we're gonna redo that and make sure to completely wipe it down. So yeah, when we were in Japan, there were so many on stores that would sell our pre-loved luxury bags, but this was the only thing that I could afford. It came around 130 Canadian dollars, and if you see it online, they sell the vintage bags online, but it could go up higher than what I purchased in Japan. So on our trip, I just need to make sure that we're going to at least buy one. And this is my first vintage bag, and that's why it's good to know how to take care of it, because this could last for longer. Like you can give this to your children, and they could give this to your grandchildren. So yeah, it's a very good quality bag. And imagine this was made back in 1986, and what are we now, 2025? So it lasted long enough. So now next we're gonna clean the brass. You can remove it using a coin. It's just a little pins on the back that you can use using a clip or a coin, and you can just take it out. So we're just gonna clean this brass hardware, the plates. It's quite therapeutic restoring this bag. And if you enjoy cleaning your bag, you can also do it yourself. And now we're going to another section of the bag. So again, make sure to cover all the surface area. You have to be careful because the inside of this bag is suede, and also I didn't show it in the video, but you have to remove surface dirt. You have to wipe it down, loose surface dirt, and vacuum the insides before starting to clean. So you work up with a thick lather with small amount of saddle soap, and use a terry cloth or a natural sponge. So you have to clean one section of the bag at a time, scrubbing gently with a lather. And then after that, you have to rinse off the suds, or you can wipe it off. So in this case, we are using again saddle soap, which you can purchase online. So again, we're working on the sides. So it's pretty much same. Do a soft, brush it softly in circular motion, and then scrubbing gently the lather. Some people, if their bag were in really dirty or not in a great state, they would dunk this in water. But in my case, I don't have to do that because the bag is really nice and it was well taken care of. So now we're doing the base of the bag, again in circular motion. And do not rub too hard, just make sure to be gentle. And we're going to do the same thing all over for all the area of the bag. And then wipe down the excess. So it's quite straightforward cleaning this bag. And as you can see now, it's somewhat, the color has become darker. And we just need to make sure that we're working on this section. So it's pretty exciting. When you go to Japan, they have so many stores. It was kind of overwhelming because there was so many different luxury bags. But for me, it was like the affordability, like how much I can afford. So I've been wanting to buy a vintage Coach bag for the longest of time. And from where I live, it's impossible to see it. You would never see it in a thrift store here in my local area. And if you do buy it online, it's pretty expensive. So some people suggest if you're on a trip to Japan, make sure to check out the stores in Japan. And you have a variety of stores, and But when we were in Osaka, I had a limited time, so we only went to 1 or 2 to 3 shops. And it was in Authentic Experts that I found this Coach bag. And some of the bags there were canvas, and this is the only leather bag. And it's funnily, I should have purchased it immediately when I first saw it, but then I decided like, oh, let me think about it, because $130 is 130 Canadian. It's a big amount of money for a bag. So it's like, oh, let me think it over. And the next day, I still wanted it. So we went back to the store, and I was really worried that someone purchased it, but luckily it was still there. And I've never been so happy to finally get my hands on a real vintage bag. And here we're cleaning the tag. It's so therapeutic cleaning this bag. And I've never had a leather this soft, like buttery soft. And no wonder people really would amount or end up collecting all these vintage bags, because they don't build bags like this anymore. Bags are a little different. And if they do come this nice, and they come for a hefty price. So yeah, vintage is the way to go. And no, we're done with this. And so yeah, we've already done all the surfaces with now we've cleaned the surfaces. Now we're gonna restore it with a special this is leather CPR. It will keep your bag soft. It conditions your bag, and at the same time it cleans. So you can wear gloves when you spread out this, but you can also use your bare hands, and make sure to wash your hands thoroughly. And so make sure to cover all the areas of the bag. So while the bag is slightly damp and not fully dry, you need to apply leather moisturizer. And in this case, we are using leather CPR. And if the bag is especially dry, you may need a heavier or heavy duty product, or other leather balsam, or multiple applications. So you're just spreading the leather CPR all over the bag. And then after this, we're gonna buff it out to shine. And so yeah, it's quite straightforward. And all the materials that you need, you can buy it on your local hardware store, or you can buy it on Amazon. All the things that I bought, I just purchased it on Amazon. And yeah, so if you're not sure about your product, make sure to test the clean a small portion of the bag before applying, to check and make sure that it's not for color fastness. Sorry, I didn't have a video of it, but I did put back all the brass hardware. And after that, you need to buff with a soft horsehair brush all the areas that you have put leather CPR, and just brush gently. And your bag will look fabulous and shiny. And it's so satisfying to restore this bag. And make sure to put a cloth or scarf inside the bag to maintain its shape. And when you put this away, make sure to put it in a dust bag. And you do this several times, twice, maybe a year, depending on how often you use your bag. Here's the finished product. It's really pretty now. So yeah, it's pretty fun to restore a vintage Coach bag. It will last you for several years. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.